Good morning. This is our yoga flow. Today we're going to need a set of blocks. No strap needed for today. We're going to start today in the child's pose. Grabbing one of those blocks, reaching your arms long to the top of the mat and planting your palms on top of that block. Allowing the forehead to rest gently on or towards the floor. Knees draw wide, sinking your hips back towards your heels. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Noticing your belly rise on the inhales and fall on the exhales. On your next breath in, fill all the way to the top, sealing your lips, and now breathing in and out through your nose, creating heat within your body, using only your breath. Expand your rib cage in all dimensions, top to bottom, front to back, side to side, letting it go on the exhales. Continuing with that breath, gently release your palms over to the right side off of the mat. You can walk your hands over to the side, allowing your left bicep to hug in towards your left ear, feeling that stretch all along the right side body. You can bind your right hand around towards your left hip for a deeper stretch. Gently release your right hand back to meet the left. Walk your hands through center this time, framing the block. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, now walk your hands over to the left side, on or off of your mat. Feeling length in the right side body as your right bicep hugs in towards your right ear. Hips continuing to press back in towards your heels. Both palms can stay planted, or you can release your left hand to your right hip. Your left arm is binded, extend it back to meet the right. Walk your hands through center. Once again, framing that block, this time palms in towards the side of the block. So we're digging our pinkies in towards the mat, squeezing that block between our palms, bending your elbows, lifting the block off of the mat. Stay here at a 45-degree angle, or continue to draw your palms further towards the nape of your neck for a tricep stretch. Exhale, release the block back to the mat. Let's repeat that one more time. Inhale, lift, bending the elbows, pausing at any point. Exhale, release. Release the block down to the mat. Plant your hands on the mat. Inhale, rise up. Find a tabletop at the center of your mat. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck your toes, hammock your belly towards the floor, and lift your gaze. On your exhale, press into the tops of your feet, round your spine, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, tuck your toes, drawing your collarbone wide, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, press it all away as you create space between your shoulder blades. A few more times, cat and cow with your breath. Fingers spread wide. Elbow creases rotated to the top of the mat. Once more. And let it go on your exhale. Coming back to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Exhale, thread your right arm under and through the left side body, hovering and holding. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep. One more time. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, thread your right arm as far as you can under the left side body. Now plant your right hand and allow your right cheek or ear to come towards the floor or a block. Hips remain high to the ceiling. Left arm can stay boxed out, or you can also bind it around towards your right hip. Holding here, and thread the needle on the right side. Your left arm is binded. Plant your left hand under your shoulder. Press into your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, release your right hand. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, thread your left arm under and through the right side body. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, sweep, hover, and holding. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread your left arm as far under the right side as you can. Once you get to that depth, plant your left hand, palm to the sky. Left cheek or ear comes to the floor or a block. Right arm can stay boxed out, or to open your shoulder, you can release it to the left toe. If your right arm is binded, gently release it back under your shoulder. Press into your right hand. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, release your left hand under your shoulder. Walk your hands a palm print forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips to the sky, coming to our first downward facing dog. Pressing your heels in towards the floor, finding length along the back side of your legs. Stay here as long as you'd like, or begin to pedal out your heels, deep bend and extend to one knee at a time. Walking your dog, allow your hips to sway from one side to the other. Gently come back to center. With a deep bend in both of your knees, walk your feet towards your wrists, coming to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins. Crown of your head point away from your hips. Exhale, forward fold. Grabbing opposite elbows to find a ragdoll. You can find stillness or gently add a sway from side to side with a soft bend in both of your knees. Sandwiching your rib cage towards the tops of your thighs. If you're swaying, gently come back to center. Release your hands towards the floor. Slowly rise all the way up. Head, neck, and shoulders last to arrive. Shoulders down and back. Toe heel your feet together. Big toes tuck. Tiny space between your heels. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bind your hands. Release your thumb and index fingers for a steeple grip. Inhale, lengthen your arms overhead. Squeezing your ears. Exhale, side bend to the right. Bump the hips to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, side bend to left, hips to the right. Inhale through center. Gently switching the thumb that's on top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the right, hips to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the left, hips to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, release your bind. Arms come to the low of your back, fingertips facing down. Toe heel your feet to about hips distance. Press your hips forward, gaze up towards the ceiling. Stay here, continue to draw your gaze along an imaginary line on the ceiling, pressing your hips even more forward. With control, come back to center. Gaze is center in front. Release your hands to the low back side of your body. Flipping your fingers towards your toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands. Step or hop your feet back, coming into a high plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower all the way down. Once you arrive, untuck your toes. Press into the tops of your feet, little to no weight in your palms. Mini cobra, lift your chest, squeeze your backside. Exhale, release down. Wiggle out your legs. Come back to center, pressing to the tops of your feet, lift your chest. Hold it here, lift your palms. Lower your palms, lower your chest. Walk your hands to the low rib cage. Inhale, press up, full cobra. Option to flow through tabletop, or we'll all meet directly in downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels, deep bend and extend. Coming back to your breath. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend your right knee, stack your hip, three-legged dog. Circle out your right ankle. You can circle out your hip in both directions. Inhale, kick your right leg straight back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand to find lizard lunge. Release your left knee, untuck your left toes. Draw your hips back, single leg stretch. Press it forward. 2 more times. Draw the hips back, straighten that right leg, flex the toes. Press it forward. Once more. Hold the bend the right knee, plant your palms, tuck your left toes, kick your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, find your runner's lunge. Pivot your left toes at 45, deep bend in that front right knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Shoulders stacked over your hip, pull that right hip back. Inhale, lengthen through your arms. Sweep your arms out and around. Right arm underneath the left, eagle arms. Option to bind opposite hands or opposite shoulders. Inhale, lengthen out a gentle back bend, lift your shoulders. Exhale, crunch your right elbow to the inside of your right knee, humble warrior. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch and stay. Release your bind to frame your right foot, hands on the floor blocks. With a slight bend in your right knee. Now we're going to try to straighten that right leg as we press our right hip back, coming into pyramid pose. Big breath in. Big breath out. Continuing to rotate your hips in a clockwise motion. Come back to the bend in the right knee. Plant your palms in front of your right foot. Pivot your left toes to 12 o'clock. Kick your right leg up and back. Gently lower your right leg. Come into a chaturanga. Elbows tucked in. Inhale, lift. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We're going to repeat that on the other side. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. Circle out your left ankle. Wiggle your toes, maybe add some hip circles. Take what you need on this side. Square out your hips, kick your left leg straight back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left wrist. Plant your right knee, untuck your right toes. Draw the hips back. Pressing into lizard pose. And then sinking the hips back into a single leg split. One more time. On the next one, hold a bend in that left knee. Tuck your right toes, plant your hands, kick your left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot between your palms. Find your focus. We're going to pivot the right toes to 45, heel is down. Commit to that bend, the front left knee. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Pull that left hip back, squaring out the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arms out and down. Left arm underneath the right to find eagle arms. Finding at the hands or opposite shoulders. Inhale, lift your shoulders. At a gentle back bend. Exhale, draw your elbows towards the inside of your left knee. Humble warrior crunch. Inhale, lift. Two more. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch and hold. Release your bind. Plant your hands to frame your left foot. Hands on the floor or on blocks. We're going to draw that left hip back as we add some straightening into that left knee. You can always keep a micro bend in that knee. This time the hips are moving counterclockwise. Create a deep bend in that left knee. Plant your hands slightly in front of your left toes. Pivot your right toes to 12 o'clock. Shake your left leg up and back. Gently lower your left leg. Exhale, lower down. Full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels. Come back to your breath. We're going to come to a flow that we're very familiar with, and then we're going to combine those two flows together. From your down dog, inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Maybe create a deep bend, that back left knee, then press that heel in towards the mat. Open up that left hip even more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent and hold, peering over those right toes. Sweep both arms forward, big round the world arms. Reach the top of the mat. Pivot your left toes, open your left arm out. Deep bend, warrior two. Inhale, lift, big star. Keep that right leg straight. We're going to bend into that left knee for Skadasana at the back of the mat. You can keep the hips high, hands at heart center. You can sink the hips even lower, or you can draw your hip in towards your left heel. For a balance challenge, you can keep your hands at heart center. You can also release your hands to the floor or to blocks. Maybe you want to add some movement to the right toes. So the first round, we're stretching, seeing what we like out of these poses. When we combine them, we'll create more of a flow, adding breath to movement. All right, gently bring your hands back to center. We're going to surf to warrior two. Press into that left foot, straighten that left leg, bend into your right knee, arms out to the horizon. Inhale, lift, big star. Release your left arm down your left leg, reverse your triangle. Bump your hips to the front of the mat. Reach your right fingertips over your left toes. Gazing up and under your right armpit. Left arm can be by your side, tugging around to your right hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release your arms to the horizon, shoulders over your hips. Bump your hips back. Reach your fingertips forward, maybe they pass your right toes. Once you find that length in your fingertips, tick-tock your right arm down, left arm to the sky. Imagine your body's between two panes of glass. Left shoulder stacked directly over the right. To add balance, gaze down to your right toes. To challenge your balance, gaze up to your left fingertips. Continue to find length from your left and right fingers. Bend into your right knee for bent knee triangle. Pressing that right knee open using your right forearm or elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, seal your left bicep to your left ear. Extended side as we find length from our left fingertips all the way to our left toes. Option to hover that bottom right arm forward or reach it under your ear. Inhale, lengthen. Commit to the bend of that right knee. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm can remain down your left leg or bind it around to your right hip. Gently gaze under that right armpit. Reach your right fingertips long. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pivot your left toes. Cartwheel down, frame your right foot. Step your right foot back. Option to hover, option to lower the knees. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Pedal up the heels. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let's repeat that on the left side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, find your runner's lunge. Both toes at 12 o'clock. Inhale, rise up. Deepen that left knee. Maybe you want to add a bend in that back knee and then press the heel to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward, sweep both arms back, lightning crescent. Holding that hinge forward, draw both arms forward, reach, reach, reach. Pivot your right toes, open up, find your warrior two. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, lift, big star. Now we're going to find Skadasana at the back of the mat. Keep that left leg bent. Bend into that right knee. Stay high. Maybe come down a little bit lower. Maybe sinking those hips all the way down. Find what feels comfortable on this side. You can balance with your hands at heart center. You can add your hands to the floor to blocks. You can add some movement to your left toes. All right, we're going to surf back to warrior two. Press into that back right foot, hands at heart center. Straighten that right leg as you bend into that left knee. Arms return to the horizon. Inhale, lift, big star. One more time. Release your right hand down your right leg. Bump your hips to the top of the mat. Reverse your triangle. You can always bind that back arm around to your front hip if you'd like. Gently gazing under that left armpit. Inhale, come back to center, arms to the horizon, both legs straight. Bump the hips back, reach forward. Continue to find length of your fingertips. Tick-tock your left hand down, right arm to the sky. Gazing down or up. Right shoulder stacks directly over the right. Avoid rolling forwards or backwards. As you continue to find length through your fingertips, bend into that front left knee, bent knee triangle. Pressing that left knee towards the outer left edge of your mat. Maintain that left side of your body. Reach your right fingertips long to the top of the mat. Stretching and reaching right fingertips to right toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Tick-tock your arms, right arm down your left leg or bind it around. Left bicep hugs your left ear, gently gaze up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down, pivot your right toes. Frame your left foot, step your left foot back. Option to hover the left leg, option to lower the knees for your chaturanga. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels, deep bend and extend. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, we're going to combine those two flows. Might add a few fun options in there. Total options. If you don't want to do them, just stay in that pose. No problem. From your down dog, inhale, lengthen your right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen, change coming up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Stay here or kick it through for fallen triangle. Left arm reaches to the sky. Plant your left hand if it's extended, knee to nose, kick it straight back. Exhale, step your right foot between your palms. Lower your left foot, inhale, rise up, warrior one. Inhale, lengthen. Release your arms to the horizon, down. This time, left arm under the right, eagle arms. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, crunch, humble warrior. 2 more times. Inhale, rise up. Right hip draws back. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift your chest. Maybe add a gentle back bend. Exhale, crunch and hold. Release your bind. Plant your hands to frame your right foot on the floor or blocks. Draw that right hip back as you take out that bend and that right knee for pyramid pose. Keeping your left hand on the floor on a block inside of your right foot. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Holding here, or an option, bend into that front knee. Plant your left hand, a palm print forward, lift your right leg. Revolve pyramid. Turn back, plant the left foot, right arm to the sky, revolve pyramid pose. Pivot your left toes, inhale, rise up, bend into your front knee, high crescent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward, sweep both arms back. Draw the arms forward, reach, reach, reach. Pivot your left toes, open up, find your warrior 2. Inhale, lift, big star. Skadasana at the back of the mat, bend into that back knee, staying high or low. Finding movement here. Maybe you want to open your wings, drawing your left arm low, right arm to the sky. Big breath in. Big breath out. Release your hands back to heart center. Surf back to warrior 2. Deep bend that right knee, left leg straight. Inhale, lift, big star. Reverse your triangle. Bump the hips forward, reach back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arms to the horizon. Bump the hips back, reach forward. Tuck your right hand out, left arm to the sky, find your triangle. Option is stay here or find half moon. Bend into that front right knee. Lift that back left leg. Right hand can be on the floor or a block. Flex your left toes. If you're in triangle, continuing to find length through your fingertips. If you're in half moon, gently bend into your right knee. We'll all be back into triangle pose. Still finding length through your fingertips, bend into your right knee, bent knee triangle. Exhale, seal your left bicep to your left ear. Extend aside. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down. Frame your right foot, set your props off to the side. Kick your right leg back, option to hover, option to lower the knees. Exhale, inhale, lift. Exhale, we'll all be back in downward facing dog. Pedal, 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 big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Change coming up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Stay here, kick it through for fallen triangle. Your right arm is lifted, plant your right hand. Knee to chest, kick it straight back. Exhale, step it through. Warrior 1, lower your right heel, deep bend your left knee, inhale, rise up. Exhale, release your right hand under left. Eagle arms, grab hands or shoulders, inhale, lift. Gentle back bend, exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, rise. Exhale, crunch. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch and stay. Release your bind, plant your hands to frame your left foot on the floor blocks. Draw that left hip back, finding your pyramid pose. Right hip draws forward, left hip draws back. Noticing how it feels. On this side, keeping your right hand on the floor on a block inside of your left foot. Inhale, reach your left arm to the sky, revolve pyramid. Stay here. If you want to find revolved half moon, bend into your left knee. Plant your right hand, a palm print forward, lift your right leg. If you're in revolved pyramid, stay there. If you're in revolved half moon, gently return back to revolved pyramid. Plant your right foot, left arm remains to the sky. Pivot your right toes, inhale, rise up, deepen that left knee, high crescent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward. Sweep both arms back. Find that hinge, reach forward. Pivot your right toes, open up. Warrior two. Inhale, lift, big star. Skadasana at the back of the mat, bend into that right knee, keep the left leg straight. Staying high or sinking those hips down low, your choice. If you want to try something different, you can open your wings. Right arm down, left arm to the sky. Bring your hands back to heart center. Bend into your left knee, start back, warrior two. Inhale, lift, big star. Keep the legs straight, release your right arm down your right leg. Left bicep hugs your left ear, press your hips to the top of the mat. Reverse your triangle. Inhale, arms to the horizon, shoulders over your hips. Bump your hips back, reach forward. Tick-tock your left hand down, right arm to the sky. Finding your triangle pose. Stay here. Or maybe you want to find half moon, bend into your left knee. Lift your right leg. If you're in triangle, commit to reaching your fingertips long in opposite directions. If you're in half moon, gently bend your left knee. Plant your right foot, returning back to triangle pose. Continuing to find length through your fingertips, bend into your left knee. Bent knee triangle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release your right bicep to your right ear. Find length through your right fingertips all the way to your right toes. Inhale, lengthen, commit to the bend of the left knee. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down, frame your left foot, pivot your right toes. Send your props off to the side, step your left foot back. Option to hover, option to lower the knees. Elbows tucked in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hips to the sky. Pedal, 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 big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Bend your left knee. Hold that knee bent. Draw your right knee towards your right wrist, coming into half pigeon. If you want to slide that left leg back. Bringing your hands towards your midline on the floor or on blocks for a gentle back bend. Coming into a forward fold at any time. Stretching that outer right hip. Maybe adding some movement with a gentle sway side to side. Plant your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your back foot. Lift your hips to the sky, planting your front right foot where it was in half pigeon. Now we're in curtsy pyramid. Your fingertips are framing your front right foot on the floor or on blocks. You want to rotate that right hip back. Press your left hip forward. Finding that sensation all along the outer right hip. Walk your hands to the inside of your right foot. Pivot your left toe so long into the mat. Toes are slightly turned in, heels out, and allow the crown of your head to pull towards the floor. Big breath in. Big breath out, wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you want to find ragdoll by grabbing opposite elbows. You can find a gentle sway from side to side, or just find stillness. Gently come back to center, release your palms to the floor. Right hand on the floor on a block underneath your chin. Reach your right arm to the sky. Wide-legged forward fold with a twist. Gently release your left hand to meet the right. Left hand remains on the floor on a block. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Gently release your right hand back to meet the floor. Send your props off to the side. Walk your hands to your right foot. Pivot your toes to the top of the mat. Deep bend that right knee, runner's lunge. Step your right leg back. Hips to the sky. Come back to your down dog. Pedal out your heels. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come back to your breath. Come back to your intention. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. Draw that left knee to your left wrist, coming into half pigeon. Once you release your right knee, maybe you slide that right leg back. Maybe you walk your hands towards your midline on the floor or on blocks. Maybe add a gentle back bend. Stay tall or release your hands or your forearms to the floor or to blocks. Big breath in, big breath out. Maybe you find a sway if that feels comfortable in your practice on this side. Gently come back to center, walk your palms in towards your hips. Tuck your right toes, lift your hips to the sky. Plant your front left foot right where it was in our half pigeon. This time your right hip draws forward, left hip draws back. Noticing what stretching sensations you're feeling all along the outer left side of your body. Add a bend into one or both of your knees to release some of that tension. Walk your hands to the inside of your front left foot. Pivot your toes to the long edge of your mat. Toes are slightly turned inward. Hands come back to the floor, finding a wide-legged forward fold. You can find ragdoll. You can try something different. Maybe walk your arms forward, coming into a wide-legged down dog. For a deeper stretch between your shoulders. Flip your palms through the opposite end of your mat, fingertips facing away. Weights into your heel, maybe lift your toes. Gently walk your hands back to center. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Left hand on the floor, a block. Your ankle or your thigh, reach your right arm to the sky. Wide-legged forward fold with a twist. This time opposite hand to opposite foot. Gently release your right hand back to meet the left. Walk your hands through center. Maybe bring that block with you. Right hand remains on the floor, a block. Your ankle or your thigh, reach your left arm to the sky. Reach your left hand back to meet the right. Set any props off to the side. Pivot your toes, come into your runner's lunge. Plant your hands, step your left foot back. Hike your hips up to the sky, coming back to our downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels, deep bend and extend. Come onto your tippy toes. And now draw your heels together, pivot your toes out. Bend into your knees, create a diamond shape with your body. Allow your knees to tap the floor. Untuck your toes and now press your hips back into child's pose. Right where this class began. Fingertips reach long to the top of the mat. Forehead gently resting on the floor or on blocks. Knees draw wide. Hips toward your heels. What feels more loose from the first child's pose that you did? Or tense? Try to sink into that tenseness and release it. Maybe add a gentle sway of your forehead and of your hips from side to side. Gently return back to center. Reach your fingertips long to the top of the mat, as far as you can. We're going to rise forward, stack your shoulders on top of your wrist. Heels in towards your glutes. Exhale, lower all the way down. Once you arrive, tap your toes. Walk your feet in line with your hips. Wrists remain under your shoulders. Mini cobra. Pressing into the tops of your feet. Exhale, release back down. Extend your right arm directly up from your right shoulder, keeping your left hand boxed out. Wiggle out your hips. Relax your legs. Come back to center. Relax your right leg. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Pivot to your right hip, coming into broken wing. You can keep that left leg extended. You can bend that knee, planting your left foot in front or behind your bottom hip. Broken wing on this side, allowing your right shoulder and your left hip to open. Inhale, come back to center. Release both hips into the floor. Walk your right hand under your right shoulder. Extend your left arm directly out from your left shoulder. Wiggle out your legs. Come back to your breath. Return to center. Press into the top of your left foot. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Pivot on to your left side. You can keep that right leg extended, or you can bend your knee, planting your foot in front or behind your bottom hip. Gently releasing your left cheek or ear towards the floor or a block. Allowing your right hip and your left shoulder to open. Gently return back to center, both hips grounded. Walk your left hand in. Mini cobra, press and lift. Exhale, release. Walk your hands to your lower rib cage. Press up, full cobra. Gently look over your left shoulder. Back to center. Over your right shoulder. Back to center. Press your hips back, coming into a tabletop. Now lower to your left or right hip. Sweep your feet around to the top of the mat. If you have two blocks, we're going to use them. Place one between your knees. Squeeze that block. Place the other between your palms. Reach your arms forward. Squeezing the block between your palms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. As slow as you can. Lower back. Middle back. Upper back. Shoulders. Neck. And head. Gently tap that block between your palms overhead. Inhale, reach the arms back in front of your chest. Set that block off to the side. Walk your heels in towards your glutes. Still squeezing that block between your knees if you have it. Arms by your side. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Exhale, lower the hips. Flip your palms in towards your body, pressing your pinkies towards the floor. Inhale, hips and arms lift, thumbs tap overhead. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. Let's do that one more time, adding on. Inhale, hips and arms lift, squeeze, hold your hips to the top. Flip your palms to the sky, now cactus your arms. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Flip your palms in towards one another. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. Release the block between your knees, set it off to the side. Draw your knees into your chest, curling yourself into a tight ball. You can gently sway side to side. Now return back to center. Draw your knees out and away from your rib cage. Release the soles of your feet to the sky, grabbing a hold of the back side of your thighs, the inside or outside edge of your feet, or the outer edge of your feet for happy baby. Pressing your lower back into the floor. Gently find a sway or find complete stillness. Whatever resonates with you today in your happy baby. Space for your breath and your practice. If you're swaying, gently come back to center. Right foot remains to the sky. Extend your left leg long, single leg happy baby. Flex your left toes, hover your left leg. Release your right foot, calf or thigh. Draw your right heel in towards your glutes as you bind your hands on your right shin. Knees still drawing up and away from the rib cage, towards your right shoulder. Gently release your bind, release your left foot to the floor. Using your left hand on the outside of your right knee, draw your right knee across your midline, over to the left side of your body. Your right knee can tap the floor, a block, or just hover in space. You're welcome to gaze up towards the sky, or maybe you extend your right arm long, looking over your right fingertips. Inhale, come back to center. Left leg long, right knee bent. Release your right foot to the inside of your left leg for reclined tree. Letting go of any tension in your glutes and your hips, melting into your mat. Plant your right foot on the floor, knee to the sky. Flex your left toes, lift your left leg for a 3. Lower to a hover. And 2. And lower. Inhale, lift and stay. Keep the left toes flexed, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Draw your left knee away from your midline. You can use your hands or just pulling that left knee away. Walk your right heel closer in towards your glutes. Press into your right foot, continue to press that left knee away. Lift your hips to the sky, figure 4 bridge. Exhale, lower the hips. Release your arms overhead. And now grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll stretch. Allow the knees to fall side to side, still holding that figure 4 stance. Both shoulders are grounded. Time in each direction. Inhale, return back to center. Release your arms. Still holding that figure 4, lift your right foot off the floor. Draw your knee over your hip. Bind your hands gently behind your right thigh. Holding here, chin to chest, or you can release your head, neck, and shoulders, continuing to pull that right knee closer in for a deeper stretch, recline pigeon pose. Lift your bind, plant your right foot on the floor. Left foot returns to meet the right. Draw your knees back into your chest, soles of your feet to the sky, returning to your happy baby. Maybe find a gentle sway or stillness. Return back to center. Left foot stays to the sky and reach your right leg long, flexing your toes. Foot hovering, single leg, happy baby. Release your left foot, calf or thigh. Bind your hands on your left shin. Drawing your left heel closer in towards your glute. Left knee up towards your left shoulder, avoiding your rib cage. Release the bind of your left shin. Release your right leg. Using your right hand on the outside of your left knee, gently draw your left knee across your body over to the right side. Same options here. Left knee can tap the floor, a block, or just hover in space. You can reach your left arm long as you gaze over your left fingers. Or gently gaze up towards the sky. The left knee bent, right leg long, come back to center. Release your left foot to the inside of your right leg for reclined tree on this side. Letting go of tension that you may inadvertently be holding in your left ankle and your right thigh. Plant your left foot on the floor, knee to the sky. Flex your right toes. Inhale, lift your right leg for a 3. Lower to a hover. And 2. Lower to a hover. 1 more. Inhale, lift and stay. Right toes remain flexed. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Pull your right knee away from your midline. Feel that stretch in your outer right hip. Continue to hold that figure 4. Walk your left toe closer in towards your glutes. Reach your arms long overhead. And now grab opposite elbows. Maybe trying to switch which arm is on top. Pressing into your left foot, squeeze your glutes. Press your right knee away from your midline. Lift your hips. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, lower down. So holding your arms opposite elbows, allow your knees to fall over to the left side. Inhale through center, over to the right side. Inhale through center. 1 more time in each direction. Inhale through center. Release your arms by your side. Lift your left foot off the floor, drawing your left knee over your hips. Weave your hands to the back side of your left thigh. You can stay here with your chin tucked or gently release your head, neck, and shoulders for a deeper stretch on that outer right hip. Gently release your bind, release your left foot. Plant your right foot to meet the left. Reach your arms and legs long in opposite direction, full body stretch, reaching, create a tiny arch in your lower back. Continuing to find length, walk your feet over to the right side. Left foot is grounded. Inhale, lift your right leg, cross it over your left ankle. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, drawing your limbs over to the right side. Allow your right hand to grab your left wrist for a gentle side bend. Both shoulders and hips remain grounded. Lengthening the left side body as you create a banana-like shape over to the right side. Crescent moon, using the floor as a split. Release the bind of your hand and your foot. Walk your hands through center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, this time release your feet over to the left side. Inhale, lift your left leg, cross it over the right ankle. Lifting your head, neck, and shoulders over to the left side. Left hand grabs right wrist, gently side bend a little bit deeper over to the left side. Finding length all along the right side body. Release the bind of your hands and your feet. Walk your hands through center, reaching and stretching. Arms rest by your side. Lifting your feet up towards the sky for supported legs up the wall. Adding some movement to your ankles, wiggling your toes, circling out your ankles. You can reach your fingers towards your toes, adding some movement to your wrist. Taking what you need and your legs up the wall. Pressing your sacrum into the floor, toes continue to reach to the sky. With control, gently release your legs towards the floor. Once your limbs arrive, inhale, reach your arms and legs long in opposite directions. Full body stretch. Create a tiny arch in your lower back. On your next exhale, release your arms by your side. Allow your heels to touch, toes fall open. Allowing the front side of your body to release even more. Allow your arms to rest by your side, pinkies in, thumbs out, palms up to receive, or any comfortable resting position for your Shavasana. Scan your body, releasing any tension. Relaxing your forehead and the space between your eyebrows. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Relax your glutes and your thighs. Melting into your mat.
Do we have potential setting though? Because what if they want us if they're, out of time frame?
Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes.
So there's just like a delete wherever I can.
Draw your knees into your chest as you wrap your arms around your shin to the back side of your thighs. Crossing one ankle over the other, gently rock and roll yourself as many times as you need for a gentle spinal massage before coming up to a comfortable seat at the center of your mat. Always welcome to have a seat on a block to allow your hips to open. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms lengthen overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. I invite you to bow as we bring our thumb towards our third eye in prayer. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you each and every week. The light love in Yogi and me honors, cherishes, and respects the light love in Yogi in each and every one of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.